several more victories, and the Alash Order is no more. They have accepted annexation by Russia. Now, as far as Turkestan is concerned, all that's left for us to do is occupy their capital. And we will be able to end this war. We won't be taking that decision though, because we're just going to be annexing them, and it will probably vanish as a result. An offer from White Ruthenia. White Ruthenia has come to us offering a military alliance. While it would certainly be good to stand with our Slavic brothers, the reaction from Germany would be coarse, to say the least. What should we do? I'm actually going to accept this alliance, at least for now. Eventually, in the long term, there may come a point where we betray them, kick them out of our alliance, and annex them, just to get that territory and that industrial capacity. But for the time being, having an alliance and essentially yanking the rug out from under Germany, as far as the Baltics are concerned, is always a good thing. White Ruthenia, we accept your offer. Curse them. Germany's only response is some swear words. Oh well. Sucks to be you, I guess, Germany. The air carrier and our fight here for their capital, or for the region that surrounds their capital, has kind of gotten bogged down. Send them a few extra troops, I think. Now we need to add a few more texts to the research tree. Naval 1934 aircraft carrier, the modern one, and tanks. Can't really do anything there, but I'm going to research artillery 1936. Having some somewhat improved artillery would be nice. Poland has declared war on White Ruthenia. And did I see that right? Germany is at war. Oh, I thought it said Germany was at war with Ukraine. Don't ask me why I thought that, but yeah. And Poland is bombarding us. fairly soon, we're gonna have to pull troops out of this region to deal with the Poles. Non-aggression with Finland has expired. No, Turkestan, I want your shit. But our policy can be changed. Armor division formation. I will go... Nice. Let's see here. I'm actually going to leave things as they are. I like the way they are. The Tsar is unhappy about food prices. The Tsar recently visited one of the local stores in our capital, and he is outraged about the high prices of meat and other necessary products. 3 hurrahs for our caring Tsar. Supplies -5, money -5, event national descent -5. An entirely irrelevant event, but it's kind of cool. And we're about to take this region, so you lot relocate up here. And the Polish are going to become a bit more Russian soon. We're redeploying now. And I didn't think of it, but I have 16 divisions there just sitting around doing basically nothing. All of them can redeploy, and the rest of my forces, I'll send them their way once my war in Central Asia is over. One of our field marshals has died. I don't actually know who that is. And Finland and Sweden having a little hissy fit. Lovely. And I don't really care, honestly. Ukraine's gone isolationist on us. And they have no alliance with Germany. Oh ho ho, Ukraine, you stupid son of a bitch. Once Poland's dealt with Ukraine, you are next. You are fucking next, you stupid son of a bitch. Integration of the Alash Order. Areas of the former rebellious state of Alash Order are now integrated into our growing state. Great! They're all national provinces. And we now have 16 divisions here. They've also annexed our former ally, so we get this territory for free. Thank you, Poland. You just saved us a huge hassle. So, thank you so much. Really do appreciate it. And occupation of this territory, how's it going? too damn slow for my liking. Turkestan. Your ass is mine. These other 40 divisions up here, and then you can get them along the border, and oh, Ukraine, Ukraine, you silly son of a bitch. Pulling out of Middle Europa. That has to be one of the stupidest things you have ever done. You stupid son of a bitch. And since our policy can be changed, I'll just tell some hawk lobbyists. I mean, that's not going to do anything since we're already full up, but I just want it to stop hassling me. Central Asia is controlled. Our fight against Turkestan was hard, but it was just. The sins they committed against humanity were grave, and we had our revenge. During the plundering, some industries were unfortunately robbed and destroyed. Damn it. We lose a little industrial capacity, but we are up on the whole to around 150. And thank you, Poland. LC region has been retaken, but more equipment and stuff's destroyed, blah blah blah. Oh ho 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 ho. That stupid son of a bitch. Ukraine, you idiots, and Poland, what a fool you are. Really. And they're proposing more economic reforms. I'm fine with our current system, actually. But oh, you stupid sons of bitches. Now the annexation of Poland. I'm at a retaken. Bloody bloody blah. We lose crap because shit event. Keep on pushing into Poland. Excellent work. Though this may mean that Germany is a bit on the weak side, because actually no. I'm not actually planning on attacking while they're at war, so Germany should be okay. And wow, the United States is a goddamn mess right now. I couldn't even tell you who's gonna come out on top of that clusterfuck, honestly. National debate on religious matters is in order, I think. And Astrakhan and the surrounding area has been retaken, but we lost a bit of capacity. We're up to 150 something, and though, so good overall. And once we occupy the regions with Poland's nearby air bases, I'm hoping they will stop bombing us. So attack there, and you get there so you can join up with them. Russia controls Central Asia. Stability comes back to Central Asia where, since the fall of the Tsarist Russia, tribes and hordes were fighting each other. Now our Central Asian border is much more secure and we can strengthen ourselves in the Urals. Minus 15% descent. Not that it really matters since we have 0%, but always nice to see. Now the Polish are being pushed out of White Ruthenia, this former territory, which is technically Russian territory. Eastern Kazakh has been retaken, but we lost stuff as well. And you lot push on and retake Brest-Litovsk. Agrochemistry. And finally getting into computing, because it's only just hit 1938 apparently. Crazy. It feels like I've been playing this for a lot longer, but Kaiserreich and Dark Sour in general is a game that I tend to play a very long time at once. That is, I tend to play it in very long sessions rather than a bunch of short ones. I play it in a lot, in a few long ones, like this. Carrier Air Group Research. And we are now going to keep on going down this route. General Staff Academy, Adult Research Pocket Defense. And Armored Car. That's more territory taken, and this little pocket here will be destroyed soon. Poland is trying to sue for peace. I have no interest in peace with you, Poland. You are a false state and will be destroyed. By the way, if there are any actual Poles watching this, I apologize. I don't actually think you're a false state that should be destroyed. I'm just playing the part of a mid-20th century alternate history Russian leader who would think that. Further stabilization, the economy continues to regain its pre-crisis efficiency. This time IC modifier is changed by plus 3%. Keep it up. Indeed. And keep up the reclaiming of territory while we're at it. Azerbaijan and is now integrated into Russia. Excellent. You can take all of them. God. And we keep gaining and losing ground. This is very annoying. But you do us a favor and smash them. Their line will be obliterated. Actually, scratch that. 12 Polish division in Brest-Litovsk. We'll wait until more of our army can link up, I think. For now, we'll busy ourselves with smashing Poland elsewhere. Like this. Oh, Brest-Litovsk's forces have abandoned it. Good to see. But I'm also annoyed at how these Polish forces are occupying sovereign Russian territory. And I think that needs to be addressed. So, we are going to take 19 divisions and deploy them there. Eight days until they arrive. But it should help us with dealing with these scum. Whilst we finally begin our offensive into the heart of Poland. As this territory is the heart of Poland, and I intend to cut out that heart. China's a mess right now, to the surprise of no one, I'm sure. And I'll take that light tank, thank you. Cavalry Division research completed. But since we have the blueprint, I'm going to go ahead and research 1939 Infantry Division in 1938. And attack there. Victory, excellent. Now I'm waiting for my troops to arrive. 19 divisions, right where I need them. So, time for the Great Russian Wrecking Ball to make an appearance. At least that's my hope. But now... How you doing, Russia? Lwów, Krakow, Lodz, and Warsaw need to be taken, and I need to retake my victory points up here. You guys attack there. I have no desire to let the fucking Poles run rampant around my lands. Let's see. Or you, right there. Attack them, pin them down, and destroy them. Keep them from occupying our territory. And we will destroy these forces. And then with that army cut off from the capital, Warsaw, that army cut off from Warsaw, they should be easy prey. The United States of America annexed the American Union State. But, oh dear, it looks like the communists will win the American Civil War. This is going to be a problem. Indeed, this will be a problem. I'll have to deal with it eventually, but... First of all, you attack there. Crush them. Faith and nation. Our government's religious policies have been popular, both amongst our own people and abroad. They show how faith can bring order and stability to societies in the chaotic modern world. There are now a variety of political groups in neighboring countries following a new form of politicized Orthodox Christianity. A loose organization calling itself Faith and Nation has grown up within Russia over the last year, and is training activists and paramilitaries from these organizations, with the aim of developing their principles and forming an international brotherhood of Orthodox nations. While this could lead to international complications, it may provide an opportunity for Russia to acquire a firm position and role within the world once more. We will allow them to operate. They could certainly be useful, but we're not going to officially sanction their operations. But we're not going to oppose them either. As we throw our vast Russian army at the Polish forces in that region, and it crumbles into dust. Now, these forces can handle occupying that region. You take Warsaw. The integration of Georgia. Georgia is now integrated. Well done indeed. We have their stuff, and it's official territory. And all that. We're all the way up to 10% descent. Qing Empire annexed those rebel scum. Attack him. There. Keep them from any occupations. Now what else do we need? Lodz, Krakow, and Lwów. And I'm redeploying this unit just over there so we can head towards our proper destination. That's going to take about 6 days. The AOG and China are now at war. Okay, Poland, give me your stuff. The answer is no. Hawk Lobby, fleet carrier has been researched now. I'm gonna lay off the aircraft carriers for the time being and start researching techs for the warship types we're more behind on. In other words, battleships and what have you. First of all, destroy them. You hold back, and you go for Bryansk. As Poland is now on its last legs. The Russian army has torn out its heart. Now it's time to share the spoils. Annex Poland. Next step will be the annexation of the Ukraine, who are going to have to deal now with the harsh reality that this incident with Poland now means that we are behind their lines. I can spread out my forces across their borders and just push on all fronts. But there's going to be Polish insurrections. That's inevitable. The fate of White Ruthenia. The former White Ruthenian state is now under our direct military control. We cannot hope to keep the areas of the former state in line for too long, though. Most politicians are calling for the restoration of White Ruthenia as a buffer state, with the eastern parts of the country directly integrated into Russia. However, nationalists strongly disagree with this kind of solution, and instead they demand that White Ruthenia be permanently integrated into Russia. And I am agreeing with them. We will integrate White Ruthenia into Russia. Gives us claims and belligerence. Now, minority policies in White Ruthenia. We have decided that it will be in Russia's best interest if White Ruthenia is absorbed into Russia. Now, an important question arises about our minority policies towards our new subjects. Shall we continue with the pre-1914 Russification policies? Which, just to let people know about the little bit of information I am aware of about this, this was basically Russia trying to make these areas of, like, the Baltics and the Ukraine, Finland and Poland and such, culturally Russian. They banned the native languages and had everything in Russian, that kind of thing. It's, do we want to restore that? And my answer is no. We don't. For one thing, it would piss off a lot of people and give us more revolt risk, and I hate revolt risk. We will guarantee rights for all minorities. Moves us towards open society and no immediate effect. Now, do we have any decisions? No. At the moment, the thing I'm waiting to see is something to do with Poland. Japan finally annexed Korea. Took them bloody long enough. I'm gonna have to take some time lining up troops and stuff on the Ukrainian border, but they're my next target, since they have gone isolationist and have decided they don't want anything to do with anyone. We will make sure they don't have anything to do with anyone that isn't Russian by invading them and taking them over. It's the perfect solution. They'll only have to deal with Russia when we invade them. Okay, basic armored car. Now, I'm going to start researching the multi-role fighter. And artillery 1938. Keep on pushing on that field, I think. Focus in international policy. Russia is now stronger than ever. Russia is now stronger than before after conquering both the Caucasus and Central Asia. Start acting in the Far East, Eastern Europe, or the Middle East. Can't engage in more than one area as we are still not powerful enough to fight the Germans and the Japanese simultaneously. Must choose our directions carefully as the international situation is becoming more and more unstable. The Far East or Eastern Europe are our choices. I'm going to say the Far East. I want to see if we can't get Transimor back. But I'm not going to commit too heavily over there. If we can't, I may just decide not to bother. And of course I still have to spread my troops out properly along the Ukraine, so we can deal with them. I'm thinking 8 to 10 divisions per square would be more than enough. The end of the Korean War. For good or ill, the Korean War is now over. The General Staff have reported that they've learned many valuable lessons regarding the nature of modern warfare over the course of this conflict. We get some manpower, less dissent, and a blueprint. Amazingly, the American Civil War is still going on, though I don't envision it lasting much longer. The communists have control of most of the country, and the US government is steadily being forced back. But it appears that the royalist Spanish government is actually winning their civil war. Now, nationalist coup in South Africa. That ought to be interesting. Now, the Kingdom of Spain, I should say, they are not winning by much. And the communists and Carlists are still dug in the north. But the government appears to have things under control, at least for the time being. Far East direction. We have decided to start taking actions in the Far East. We will probably meet Japanese resistance by interfering in their sphere of influence. This may give us the chance to avenge the deaths of our fathers and grandfathers who died for Russian Manchuria. We have a few options here. We will take back the Trans-Siberian Railway, we must secure Mongolia and Sinkiang as well, or we must restore our place in the Far East. Unfortunately, I can't pause and save here, because I would come back and think about this if I could. But, if we're going to be committing heavily in the Far East, and that's what it appears, we might as well go the whole hog. We must restore our place in the Far East. And Kurdistan has risen in rebellion against the Ottoman Empire. Interesting. Zemstvo fund the hospital. We get a reduction in dissent. Nice. Legation cities declared war on the Qing Empire. Ottomans declared war on Oman, who rose up against them. Let's see. I don't see anywhere why the Qing are declaring war. That seems totally illogical to me. But Ottomans have recognized Albanian independence. June 1st. And so's Tripolitania. And Oman. Yeah, the Ottomans have basically given all of their puppet states independence. I don't imagine they were too happy about having to do that, though. Now, though, I am going to save again. Because I think we're at a suitable place to end this Let's Play. We have, through some combination of Kaiserreich's nonsense and just sheer blind dumb luck, managed to absorb the entirety of the Caucasus and Central Asia, as well as White Ruthenia and the whole of Poland. And Ukraine is just sitting here begging for me to conquer it after they left Middle Europa. And we are in a very good position to start making overtures towards Transmur for their incorporation. And at the very least, the return of the Trans-Siberian Railway that's under the control of Mongolia is a very real option. So things are looking up for the Russian Empire at this stage. I wouldn't say we're anywhere near ready to take on Germany or the Commune of France, but things are looking good. And as far as the German-French thing, as we are right now, if France started winning, we could still turn this into a semi-victory, because if France won, we wouldn't be able to expand westward without a major conflict, but I would still be able to take back all of my lost territories, because we could invade Finland, but more particularly we could go after the United Baltic Duchy and Lithuania while Germany was busy being annihilated. So I half hope that does happen. Because when war does break out with Germany, we are going to be in a world of hurt, because the German army is quite literally one of the best armies there is. And even without White Ruthenia, the German alliance is very strong, and Germany has an excellent army, so we are going to need a ridiculous advantage in numbers, as well as a bit of luck, to even have a snowball's chance in hell. And I tell you this right now, I am not even contemplating a declaration of war until we have integrated the Ukraine into Russia. Because we're going to need their industrial capacity if we want even a snowball's chance in hell. So, thank you very much for watching. Let's play Kaiserreich as Russia. And this was probably fairly long. I haven't actually been keeping track of how long I've been recording for, but this is probably a very fucking long recording. Anyways, thank you very much for watching, and I will see you next time.